Pharmacy employees robbed at gunpoint today. Police are still searching for one of the suspects who managed to flee after an officer-involved shooting, a chase, and a crash on the south side. We talked to one woman who witnessed the confrontation between the suspects and a police officer. Sheena Hicks sat in her living room when she was startled by the sounds of gunshots right outside her door.
I see the officer pointing his gun and shooting it. I'm actually seeing the smoke coming out the gun. You could smell the gun smoke that close.
Her kid's safety was the first thing on her mind.
Told my kids to get on the ground because it's gunshots. I was so scared.
Those dramatic moments were just a continuation of what unfolded at this low-cost RX store in the 8300 block of Madison Avenue. Police arriving on scene just as two armed suspects tried getting away with money and drugs after robbing the employees inside.
Two suspects jumped a fence and took off eastbound into the apartment complex.
That's where police say their getaway car was waiting. One officer got closer in hopes of making an arrest.
The getaway driver actually drove the car towards our officer. Our officer fired 2 shots at that fleeing vehicle.
Hicks says she could hear the officer yelling at the suspects.
I heard someone yelling like, stop, stop, get out the car, stop.
The gunshots, though, were unable to stop the suspects from driving off. A chase continued for nearly 2 miles, ending with a crash in the 7200 block of Hearthstone Way.
Suspects then fled from the car. Our officers chased them, and we were able to take 2 people into custody.
The third person involved managing to get away after endangering several lives Saturday.
It's concerning that individuals that are entering the prime of their life are committing crime and violent crimes such as this to make a living.
Now, a 17-year-old girl was arrested. Police believe she was the getaway driver. An 18-year-old man suspected to be one of the robbers here was also taken into custody. And if you know anything about that third suspect who is still at large tonight, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number is 262-TIPS. Now to a Fox 59 up.